Well, I told her that she probably needs to go seek some counseling because she was telling me that she just couldn't help it but buy more shoes. And I told her she had a shopping problem. She wouldn't listen to me. I'm telling you that right now. She wouldn't listen to me. I don't know what to do. I work so hard for this family to provide blocks. And I don't know what to do. What should I do? Very interesting. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Just Vanilla server. Nieblue here, and this is going to be episode 4. If you don't know why I'm in this whole Nieblue slave worker, really, you and I were having such a good talk. I bet you're the one who put that label in there, didn't you? You did, didn't you? I thought we were friends. If you don't know why I'm in this hole, it's because you probably didn't watch episode 3. Just a little inside joke where I was getting onto some of the villagers over here. Go check it out, episode 3, if you haven't had a chance to. That's when we worked on the carrot potato farm, finished it up by moving the villagers into it. Got a little bit of news though. I did AFK there for about an hour today. You see my little dirt hut up there at the top. Watched the villagers plant the whole fields and do their thing, and walked around. And then about like I said, after an hour, I came down here to the chest, and this is what I found: 8 potatoes and 13 carrots. The sad part is 3 of those potatoes I threw in myself, so it's not working. One thing I did forget to do when moving these villagers in there was the hungry villagers. I forgot to check whether they were actually hungry or not. And being in my breeder over there on the temporary base, the breeder has... Oh, let me kill this guy real quick. The breeder has potatoes in it for the farmer, so they can just continue to breed over and over again. Well, I would imagine he's probably filled up all those villagers' inventory with potatoes. So, not working. I'll probably end up moving that on a later episode. Or actually, I probably won't do it on camera. I'll probably do it off camera. Getting some new villagers in there that are actually hungry. Did a little work off camera. Cleaned up some of the chests over here. Put some labels on them. Try to organize a little bit. I was able to get the chests removed from the top of the walls here, over there, and down over there where we were working, and just trying to clean up a little bit. We still got a lot of work to do around this place, but trying to tidy up a little bit more, trying to get it in one place. Eventually we're gonna have to set up a storage area. Right now I'm just trying to get the basic farms in place and obviously getting them working, unlike this one right here. Man, I really like this look. I know I've said it several times, but check that out. That is amazing. This is going to go away. Not sure what I'm going to do with it, but it is going to go away, and it's just going to look phenomenal. So, what I mentioned in the last video was our next big task is going to be to create an iron farm. And normally with iron farms it's pretty simple. You just build a 20 by 20 box, put some villagers on the 4 sides of it, and the golems will spawn in the middle and drop down, and you place lava down and all that jazz. So I've changed it around a little bit. This is going to be the pillar. It is going to be a 3-layer iron golem farm. It's going to go way up into the sky. This is one of the few things that will be above water, and that is because the iron golems will not spawn underwater. It does have to have direct air sky access. So what I've done differently here is I'm actually going to put 4 pillars on this this area, and instead of doing a normal square 20 by 20, I did a actual 26 26 block circle. So what that does is that allows for the 2020 spot in the middle, and that gives me room in between the square itself to place the villagers. So those boxes that normally show on a normal golem farm will not show on this one. It'll just be decoration around the outside, and basically it'll be hollow at the top, and then I'll be making a sphere shape down below, so it'll kind of look like a bowl is what it's going to look like. The pillars, I kind of gone with a little design with the blue going around, directional, 2 directions, just to give it a little more aesthetic looks. It's going to go straight the way up top. We're going to have, like I mentioned, 1 on each corner. I think that's going to look really good and really make this Iron Golem stand out. Iron Golem farm, I should say, not Iron Golem. It should make it stand out really well. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on this. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on this on camera. I'm going to start laying down some stone brick. That's what most of our builds are out of, is stone brick, with a little extra decoration in it. And I will give you progress updates as we go along. As the sun rises, I will let you go for now, and I'll be right back. Hello everyone, I'm back with a bit of a progress update. As you can see behind me, I've done quite a bit of work on the first level of the iron farm. Like I mentioned before, there will be 3 levels. There will be this level right here at sea level, and then 2 more levels way up in the sky there. Each level is 2 layers. So as you can see, there's some massive brick walls right here. I am going to add some detail on the outside of these brick walls. That way they're not so plain looking. Right here on the inside, I've got 4 doors on each side, and then right here in the center will be where the villagers go. Total of 4 villagers on each side. I've gotten this side done and that side done. I've still got to set up those sides with the doors and the spot for the villagers. I have finished the bottom layer as far as putting the stone in there. The top layer, I have not finished it. What I've got to do first is I've got to come through here and drain all this water out just so I can put water back in it. Once I get all that done, it's going to go pretty quickly on this level here. I want to get all the layers done first before I start moving villagers in, and obviously I want to build the shaft that the iron golems will fall down first, because it doesn't do any good if they're just dropping in and there's nothing for them to die by. So down at the bottom, I will have probably more than likely a lava blade, which will help alleviate their pain and suffering from that long drop that they're going to have. And then I'll probably put a quick chest down there to collect drops. For right now, I'm going to go ahead and continue on with what I'm doing. I will be back here in a little while with a progress update. Hello everyone, we are back. Nieblue here. We're going to go ahead and give a bit of a progress update. Okay, give me 1 second here. Progress update. I have all 4 sides done now, ready for the villagers to be moved in. I've cleared out all the water up here and down there. But now we got to place the water back in, so we're gonna do that real quick. Obviously our main objective when we do this is to have the iron golems pushed to the center of the platform here, and we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do this to make an infinite water source and fill our buckets back up, and then we're gonna just go down the line. Go with this one right here. Gonna fill this one back up. Come over here and do this one. Come back over here and go ahead and get this corner done. Okay, then we're gonna go bam. Let's fill these back up real quick, and we're gonna finish this all the way across right here. Okay, then we're going to do the same thing right here. I'm going to create an infinite water source right here, fill my water buckets back up, Man, that noise is loud. Turn that down a little bit there. Okay, let's get this done real quick. I'm gonna at least get the water in. I probably will not get the villagers in on this episode, but that just means we'll get to finish it on our next episode. What I'll probably do is I'll probably go ahead and knock out the other layers, get them all built, and or at least try to get the pillars up to the next one, because dang it, I don't know why I'm doing that. Let me get this filled in here. Man, I'm not doing so hot on this water placing right now. There we go. Okay, grab some, and we're going to go ahead and go down. You see here how the water's come all the way to the edge. That'll shove our iron golems all the way down to the bottom. I filled up this hole. This actually leads all the way down to the gravel bottom of the ocean. And that's so when we get ready to build the hole that the iron golems fall down, it'll be a little bit easier because we can just wrap it around that sand and then dig out the sand afterwards. Make it a lot easier. Okay, so let's do this. We need to get another infinite water source going, so let's do that real quick. Place that right there, place that right there, and let's go ahead and fill up our buckets. And then we're going to get our corners again. Okay, go back to this corner, put that one back, and fill up with this one. And we're going to go ahead and do the same thing right here. Create our infinite water source, fill our bucket back up. And just go down the line. Just gonna grab one of those right there. Oh, messed that one up. And messed that one up. Okay, got all the water placed for the second level down below. Like I mentioned, the villagers will be in here. We've got the doors on both sides of the villagers that will create the village. Iron golems will spawn in these areas, top and bottom layer. They'll fall down. This hole down at the bottom will be a lava blade. That'll cause them to burn to death, leaving iron and poppies behind. Find the right button here. We're going to go ahead and pillar back up. And aside from looks, on the outside, this level is done. Let me see if I can get this sand knocked out real quick. Probably shouldn't do that. Probably should leave it, but oh well. Okay, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to take those blocks out right there. So let me do that real fast. Take those blocks out, take those blocks out, and it actually has to be done on the second floor too. Take that block out, that block out, that block out, and that block out. Okay, so we're gonna call this level done, like I mentioned, except for the outer portion, which is going to get some decorating done on it. I'm going to go ahead and leave this here until I'm ready to pillar down and go from there. Didn't think this one through, did I? We're gonna put that right there and just crack that off there, and it'll go back to normal. You see how the sand block acts as it goes down to the center. That's the same way the iron golems will act once I get the villagers in here and they spawn. So there we go, folks. That is one level of the iron farm done. I'm pretty pumped about this build. Once again, I've got to make the outside look good. It currently looks ugly, and we are gonna go all the way up in the sky. Now I placed this original pillar here, and I've been on a couple times and I've taken a look at it from afar, and I don't like it. I like the pillar. I don't like where it's at. And I was talking about doing 4 on each side. I actually think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to go just with 2 of them, and we're going to do 1 there and 1 there. That way when you look from anywhere over here, you can see right in between the pillars, and you can see the pillars from there and there, but you can see right in between them, and you can look all the way up and see everything. This kind of blocks the view of the things, especially once we start getting higher. You won't be able to see any of that anyways once it's out of render distance, but I think it's gonna look cool with just 2 spires, and they're gonna go, they are gonna go all the way down to the bottom of the seabed. And obviously, like I mentioned, we're gonna have a tunnel that goes all the way over to the side. And I'm not talking about, you know, oh, I'm just gonna build a nice little 2x2 hole or something like that. We're actually gonna make kind of like a glass walkway type situation. It'll probably be dome shaped over it. It's gonna look like a tube. If you were walking in an underground aquarium type situation, that's what we're gonna do, and that's how a lot of these are gonna turn out when we go to connect them to the main building. They're gonna have little glass tubes that hook up to them, and possibly between the different buildings around. So it's gonna look like a little underwater city type situation. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day. We have gotten quite a ways on this little iron farm here for this episode, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to do a little bit more off the camera. That way I don't have to sit there and wonder what's going on. I'm basically going to get 2 more levels knocked out, and then we'll go from there. We'll probably end up finishing this up for episode 5. So for now, I want to say thank y'all for joining me. And I hope y'all have enjoyed what I've been doing so far. If you do, please leave a comment. If you enjoy this video, please leave a like. And if you really loved it, please subscribe. This is Nieblue. Y'all have a good day or a good night.